Hey everyone, welcome back. It's your girl Nikki, and you are tuned into For Grown Women Only, where I'm your host. And on this show, we talk about love, life lessons, and leveling up, leveling up, leveling up. Let's do that right. Leveling up, leveling up, leveling up, leveling up, leveling up, leveling up. But anywho, we're talking about love, life lessons, and leveling up on this show. And I want to talk about trauma, right? Because if you do not deal with your trauma will deal with you. So let's talk about Megan Thee Stallion's live, shall we? Where she finally came out and admitted that Tory Lanez was indeed the shooter, like we didn't know this. But let me just say that that girl is strong because she has faced so much criticism. People have been so negative. They even went as far as to say that she wasn't shot, that she was making things up, that they wanted to see proof. Like they were just going in on this girl. And I think it just became too much at one point in time because she went ham, and rightfully so. Like people can be so disrespectful. And she was just saying some of the things that she went through. How, check out the live, but I'm spoiler alert, saying how there were four people in the car. It was his security guard, Megan's friend, and Tori. She said that she was sitting in the front seat, that I guess they had gotten into it and they were all arguing, and she got out to walk out of the truck. She said she wasn't far from her home, and basically he shot her in her feet when she was walking away. Somebody must have heard the commotion, called the cops, and they all went to jail except for her. She said that she didn't say much of anything because not only was she afraid, and the cops were called. She said the cops that were with her were very nasty, very mean to her, very disrespectful, and she felt that she wasn't in a safe environment in order to really tell what happened. She said a part of her was protecting him as well. And that's a whole nother issue because I'm not going to protect somebody that shot me in my feet. But understanding all that's going on with the George Floyd and the Breonna Taylor, like people are really afraid for their lives. And these cops have no mercy. So she did what she thought was best. She didn't say much of anything. But let's talk about trauma. Because if you don't deal with your trauma is going to deal with you. So when it comes to trauma, the first and the best thing that you can do is remove yourself. If you know that you have suffered something traumatic and you need to heal from that thing, remove yourself. And when I say remove yourself, take time out for yourself. If you need to process, if you need to think, if you need to cry, it is okay to be alone. Deal with it. Remove yourself. Go into your secret hiding place. Go into your prayer closet. Go see a shrink. Go do whatever is therapeutic for you and remove yourself from any situations that would spark your trauma. The second thing, take time for yourself. Take time for yourself. And I'm going to tie all these in because Megan's undergone a lot in the last 2 years, I think. But it is okay if you're dealing with trauma to take time for yourself. Honey, you don't have to be on. You don't have to go out all the time. You don't have to be hanging with your friends. It is okay to dial it back a bit and just say, listen, I need time for myself. Take time for yourself. The third thing, get clear. Get clear on the whole situation, how the trauma started, what progressed during that trauma, and what triggers you regarding that trauma, and what you can do to protect yourself to make sure you never go back through that trauma again. Trauma takes a lot of time to recover from, right? And people have their own definitive timelines. But I'm sure with a superstar or celebrity, if you're going through something, it's much harder to take time for yourself and get clear because you have to be on. Everybody's dependent on you. Everybody wants something from you. Like you have appointments and bookings and videos and appearances and radio shows, and I'm sure it can be exhausting. Love. Get clear. Number 5, pray or meditate. To me, prayer is when you talk to God and meditation is when he answers. Pray or meditate. Number 6, be transparent. Be transparent with someone that you trust. A lot of us do not do well alone. And we need to be with someone who understands our trauma, who understands who we are as people, and will not judge us on what we have gone through or how we're feeling. So if you have someone you can be transparent with, let it out. And if you don't, journal. The next thing, show love, right? When we are hurting, it's so much easier for us to lash out. But if we are doing the necessary healing, then we can show love. And in turn, showing love allows love to be shown back to you, and which also will heal your heart. Show love, especially if you see somebody struggling with the same thing you're struggling with. Pull them aside. Hey, sis, you all right? Like, I totally get it. Like, it's okay to empathize. It is. Show love. And number 7, oh my God, number 8, what am I doing? Number 8, address bad behavior. Listen to me. If someone is traumatizing you or offending you, it is okay to say that. Stop. Don't do that. That hurts. You're hurting me. That causes me to feel some kind of way. Address bad behavior. I don't care if it's coming from the person who's doing it or the people standing around watching him do it. Address bad behavior. So like I said, if you don't deal with your trauma is going to deal with you, and it is perfectly being played out between Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez. So please remove yourself, right? Take time for yourself. Get clear. Pray or meditate. Be transparent. Address bad behavior. And show love. So I hope this helps you deal with your trauma. Bye.